She's going to run a brief laughter yoga session. The session is laughter, the shortest distance between two people. Can you please welcome Annie Harvey to the stage? Let's rock it. Let's bring it
up. I'd like to thank Costa for allowing me to go analog and have my notes with me. 6 years ago, my beautiful mum was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And in the same month, I was diagnosed with mild to moderate depression and anxiety. And I have a great friend who's actually here today who invited me to this Happiness and Its Causes conference. And I thought, well, I'll go along. And I came along to this conference 6 years ago for some hope. I already knew how to practice mindfulness, and I teach mindfulness, and after that talk, my amygdala is going crazy, and I'm just deep breathing here. So I knew how to do that, but something was missing in my life, and I wasn't sure what it was. So I came to this conference, and I found it here, and it was laughter. Now the interesting thing is we've been here for many hours, all of us, and only once have I heard the word laughter mentioned, and it was with those smiling salads yesterday. Women laughing with salads. That's the only time this word has been mentioned. When we laugh, we feel happy. When we're happy, sometimes we laugh, but for many of us it's quite rare. On average, children laugh 300 times a day. Adults, about 15. And 60 years ago, we laughed apparently 4 times as much as we do now. Don't believe me? Well, we know we feel good when we laugh, but scientific research shows us that the body can feel good too. When we laugh, we flush the body through with feel-good hormones. We stimulate our heart and our lungs and our muscles. And we target our stress response by firing it up and then cooling it down. The result? Positivity, relaxation. And if we do it regularly, we can lower our stress levels and prevent serious illness. And laughter has its natural painkillers too. The World Health Organization, literally in the last month, has announced that burnout is a clinical syndrome. When I went to my GP 6 years ago, I was a burned out teacher, and I have a feeling there will be a few people in this audience today that understand what that means. My theory is that forgetting how to laugh is actually an overlooked sign of burnout. So we're going to try it out today. When I came here 6 years ago, I was asked, like many of you have done in the last 2 lunch hours, to join in this crazy thing called laughter yoga for half an hour. And when I finished, I was on a huge high, and I had to come back into the auditorium and calm myself down as His Holiness the Dalai Lama walked on stage. And we know he has a very contagious laugh. So it is weird. However, it's based on a theory of motion creates emotion. So the body doesn't really know the difference between fake, or what we call intentional laughter, and real laughter. So you get the same physiological benefits. So I went back to Adelaide. I dragged my poor husband along to train as a laughter yoga leader. He hadn't even done it. I just said, you're coming with me. This is awesome. And there are 7,000 laughter yoga clubs in the world in 70 countries. And we don't charge for that privilege of coming on to a laugh as a group. So obviously there's lots of connection going on. But I take my laughter to schools, to school children, to teenagers, particularly visually impaired teenagers. I take it to hospitals with people with cancer. And most recently, I've taken it to aged care homes, where I work with carers of people with dementia. And I also work with those people with dementia. Because with laughter yoga, there are no jokes. So those people do not need to understand the punchline. Most recently, my visit to an aged care home took me to a group of women, and the carer said, that lady has not talked or laughed or smiled for 3 months. But she joined in the whole session. And a visually impaired Year 12 girl said, "My headaches have gone, I'm pain-free, and I'm taking this home to my dad because he has depression and I think he'll love it." So I'm going to invite you to stand up. Now, laughter yoga, even though you didn't choose to do it outside, you've got to do it in here. You do have a choice, of course. You can sit down and just watch, but it's a bit strange to watch. It's an aerobic activity, it's not a mental exercise. And it's about deep breathing. So often in meditation, we're asked to exhale longer than we inhale, and that's quite hard for some people to do, but we do it naturally when we laugh. So I'm going to ask you to give yourself permission to be curious, to definitely be playful, so take yourself back to that small child at school, and to use your imagination. We're going to do each activity. I'm going to share the 3 things that I do generally every day in front of the bathroom mirror. It's my stress-busting routine, and when I really don't feel like getting out of bed is the day when I drag my willing body along because I know it's going to make a difference to my mind. The idea is to act happy, tell your body what to do, and your mind will follow. So the first challenge you have to do is actually find a partner, and I don't want anyone left out of here, so if we have to go across the aisles, that's fine, and you're going to stand back to back with that partner. Can you do it really quickly for me? Okay, you ready to go? So the first thing I do in the mirror, I would brush my teeth and then I would floss my teeth, but we're going to use mental floss. So I want you to get hold of your imaginary mental floss. You're going to thread it through your ears. And for 15 seconds, I'm going to count you down for the last 5. You're going to jiggle it around and get rid of all that stinking thinking in your head, just like plaque building up. Off you go, and you're laughing at the same time. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. You look awesome out there. The second thing we will do is put our moisturiser on, or maybe our shaving cream. We're going to have a big pot of laughter cream in our hand. And we're going to take a big dollop out. Remember, if you're finding this really hard, it's the time where you see if you can force that laughter out, because the contagious will change it into real laughter. So you're going to take a big dollop of laughter cream, and you're going to put it all over your face, your arms, your body. Imagine the person in front of you, like these 2 here, that's your mirror. So you're putting on your laughter cream, off you go. Too much of your time down there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. For those shy people around us, this is my favourite one. You can do this in the bathroom mirror, but if you've got lots of people in your house, it can be a bit embarrassing if you're laughing out loud in the bathroom. So this is silent laughter. You're going to stay back to back. Make sure your shoulders are connecting so you can feel the vibration. And I want you to imagine that you were in a church or a library and you're not allowed to laugh. So silent laughter with your mouth wide open. Off you go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay standing for me. Thank you. So, I would love you. Thank you. So the message to you, we've been asked to exercise a lot in the last few days. 10 minutes of doing that If you can't join a laughter club, you can do it in front of the mirror. 10 minutes of that is equivalent to 30 minutes on a rowing machine. That's why it's my favourite kind of exercise. And I want you to make a conscious choice to keep burnout away and have a good belly laugh every day. Thank you.